Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to episode 32 of my 1 versus 3 versus 3 Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, I'm playing against two separate teams of 3 Emperor AI per team, and I'm playing as the Halfling Dreadnought, Welby the Tinkerer. In our last episode, we eliminated another of our opponents. In this case, we actually accepted the surrender of Galendil Evorlas, who you can see here is now one of my heroes. He was the High Elf Archdruid opponent and member of the remaining team of 3, which is now a team of 2. So you can see here that Galendil's been eliminated. Now we just have Quandria Rivara, the Shadow Elf Rogue, and Zorn the Disciplined, the Orc Warlord. And Zorn is the opponent I've really had the least, I guess, encounters with. I really haven't fought him much, although we now have some eyes on a few of his cities. There's one here, and we've actually found one in the Shadow Realm as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's definitely one of his cities here. So we're starting to kind of zero in on where Zorn is, and we're also trying to hunt down and finish off Quandria as well. So basically 2 opponents left, and we're going to try to, again, continue bringing the fight to their doorstep here in this episode. But before I dive in, I did just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to a few individuals who left some excellent comments on the previous episode. The first of those comments is from Roan here. Roan here pointed out that in battle, engineers actually only gain experience from their first use of the reload skill. Now, this is in response to me kind of saying, oh, I could maybe use this to farm experience where I keep doing reload after reload once the battle is kind of all but over, and I'm continuing to just use it to try to gain additional experience. But again, Roan here pointing out that that really only works the first time, so that's kind of a way to, I guess, prevent exactly what I was trying to do. So great point there from Roan here. Not really worth wasting my time on that if I'm trying to just farm experience. The next set of comments here is from Insert Username. Insert wanted to warn me again about sabotage. He actually pointed this out many episodes back, that as a Dreadnought, you have to be very, very careful when you're fighting those the tier 1 scoundrel units, because they do have sabotage and they can really mess up your machine units if you're not careful. And of course, he reminded me, I took note of it many episodes back, but of course, as things have progressed, I somehow sort of just forgot about it. And so, of course, when it happened, I was surprised again by it, and that was in the last episode. I almost lost a unit there to a sabotage attack. So, again, Insert, to his credit, absolutely pointed that out many episodes back. It's my fault that I sort of forgot about it. But again, just wanted to reiterate that that is something you have to watch out for as a Dreadnought. Insert also pointed out that I could still consider building a stack of flame tanks, which I'm kind of still could be able... I could be totally capable of doing that, and that would allow me to clear out Castle of the Lich Kings. I've got one here, and I think I've got some maybe in my other... somewhere else in my other territory. I can't remember exactly if there was maybe another one. But in any case, that one, at least in Valok here, we could probably absorb Valok here fairly soon now that we have such a wealth of gold there. So in any case, though, building a stack of flame tanks to take on that Castle of the Lich King is a great idea. It's something that Insert has, again, previously suggested. I just haven't really found the time or the resources to allocate to doing that. Insert also pointed out that I should probably consider sending some additional units into the Shadow Realm, in particular over here in this sort of, I guess, southwestern portion of the map, to reinforce the city of Fulazair, because now we know that Zorn has a city here. So I could start to actually mount kind of an offensive from the city of Fulazair, bringing in units through the Shadow Gate, and then actually proceeding to, again, bring siege to Zorn's territory there. And I think that's a great idea. The next comment here is from Albtrom. Albtrom pointed out that I probably have the upper hand now. I've eliminated 4 of these 6 opponents. I have, again, tremendous income, both gold and mana. My knowledge income is through the roof. Lots of casting points. And, of course, I have just, a ton of cities now. If you look on the map here, again, when we zoom out, you can see I'm just kind of swimming in territory here, which is definitely a good thing. So, in any case, I really do have the advantage. I just need to make sure I don't get overconfident or kind of make any silly decisions now that I have the upper hand. So, I agree with Albtrom in that respect. And then Albtrom pointed something out, which is kind of frustrating. I didn't realize this earlier. But if we jump over to Ripura, I was all excited because I thought, oh, I could produce a builder and that would give me heal. But one thing you'll notice here is if you look at this builder, he doesn't have any repair abilities. And I built him specifically with the intention of him being able to maintain machine units. And there's a very good reason as to why this builder doesn't have repair, and that's because I haven't yet produced a Master's Guild. So you can see here that builder units produced in this city gain the repair machine ability. So because I did not have a Master's Guild, I more or less wasted my time making this builder, which is kind of a shame. But I should still be able to find a use for that builder. It's just, he's not going to be able to. I'm just kind of panning around to see if there's any structures maybe I could try to bring into the fold. I could also send him through the Shadow Gate here and maybe have him go back to the surface, which I think there's more stuff kind of on the surface for me to try to bring into the fold here. For example, we've got some casting points down here we could bring in. Yeah, this city's already pretty much... I guess we could still grow it a bit more with an observatory. But, yeah, I think we already have the stone wall. So, maybe we do that. We bring the builder down here or something like that. So, again, just a really good point from Albtron there to notice that this builder was not going to have any repair capabilities. So, instead, we're going to send him through the Shadow Gate. There we go. So, great points from everybody. And, again, big thank you for all of the excellent comments. As always, they are extremely appreciated. So, let's dive in here and see if we can start bringing the fight to our two remaining opponents here. Again, we've dealt some blows to Quandria previously. We actually sent her to the Void for a while. This was maybe 10 or 15 turns ago. We sent Quandria to the Void. And so we've dealt with her a fair bit, but we haven't really fought with Zorn. Although we have encountered some of his powerful sort of almost doom stacks at this point in the game. But I think we'll be fine. Now, the question is, do we want to maybe start redirecting some of our troops here? You know what? I'm actually tempted to start sending these units actually into the Shadow Realm, perhaps. Or maybe we actually send them north through Valak here, and we start trying to clear out this structure and carve our way kind of up through the center of the map here. That might not be such a bad idea. Rather than having them try to kind of mosey their way on up. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're actually going to redirect some of our units. And we'll take this unit along with. There we go. We got a stack now, a couple of units. So we had a lot of other things happen here. So we had plenty of units that were produced. We did make a lightning cannon. And I think I want to just send the lightning cannon up this way. There we go. We do have a flame tank here. And I think we will... Well, you know, it's... Oh, here, I guess here is the Castle of the Lich King. I knew there was some, in addition, in the domain or near the domain of some of my cities. Now, there's a spawning structure up here, and I'm not sure. It might be this. I can't remember what this structure actually is, where my cursor is. But there's something that's making elemental units that keep attacking this city. So it would actually be great to send this up the road and maybe go deal with what's going on up there. Meanwhile, I have these units moving over to Yargan here. Now, let's see, how well defended is Yargan? Okay, that's going to be pretty tough for me to attack with just these units. So we are going to need reinforcement, that's for sure. So I think I would send these units over, and then I'll just make some units to defend the city, perhaps. So let's see, maybe we make Storm Priest. And then we'll send these ones over to reinforce this stack. And that should give us the opportunity then to clear out Yargan a little bit more easily. And I'm going to actually retreat these ones back a bit, just so that they don't get attacked. And that will be good there. Now, let's do a little bit... Ooh, okay, this is a dragon dwelling. Yeah, probably not going to be able to... Okay, and it's a vassal, so... I don't think we're going to be strong enough to take this on, since there is a tier 4 frost dragon here. We really kind of have sort of a makeshift bunch of units. The only thing is, the frost dragon is weak to fire, which would benefit our flame tank. But I just don't think it's worth pursuing this battle and taking losses here if we don't really need to. Again, it is only a vassal of his, so might be worth maybe trying to just kind of cruise on through. Again, we may come under attack if we try that, but... Oof, yeah, there's some nasty, tough customers in here. That's for sure. So we're gonna just kind of try to move on through here. And we may come under attack. That, you know, that's not unexpected. If we do lose this stack, it's not the end of the world, but I was hoping to just kind of keep moving through and see what's on the other side. Maybe we can find some additional territory that needs to be conquered. Because the good news is, as a vassal, this city really isn't that threatening to me because these units won't come out and start trying to attack Fula Zaire, for example. So I'm a little bit less worried about that now that I know that it's a dwelling. So that's actually quite encouraging. Meanwhile, over here, we have units that are moving in to siege the city of Vinstar, which again was taken from me by Colm all those turns ago. We have this little scout here who really there isn't a whole lot for me to scout in the Shadow Realm, so might actually be worth sending him back to the overworld, to the surface world, doing a bit more scouting up in here to see if there's anything else worth exploring, although this portion of the map's really less exciting for me now because none of my opponents are over there. So maybe instead we just send the spy drone kind of up the road here. Try and get him somewhere that he can do a little bit more productive spying, I guess. Now, Tankin would like to join us. Where's that? Right here. I don't think we're going to accept that. We don't really have anything in the area. Meanwhile, Valok, I think we actually might accept this. It's been a long time coming that we were going to bring it into the fold, and now we finally have. So we will make just a unit to defend the city, and then we'll start working on upgrading it. Mol Biloth would like to join us as well. I think I might hold off on this one just because it's a little bit closer to sort of the front lines of battle. Voltsor, yeah, we're not going to accept this one because it's too long now for us to develop it to make it productive, because this is a dwelling after all. Same with the dragon dwellings, that's just not worth. Fairfields has been absorbed, that's great. Pretty decently leveled up city over here, so... Or I should say upgraded city, not leveled up. You know what I'm getting at, though. Okay, we have Awaness here. We were going to go and try and clear out this tomb, but we might need a little bit of backup if we're going to try that. So let's do this. There we go. We'll give this one a shot. We do have to be kind of careful here because we have primarily machine units here. These two shrines. Thankfully, they do really nice damage to the undead. I'm almost tempted to kind of retreat back and let them maybe come to us a bit more. You know what? I think what we'll do is we will beef up our Griffin Rider here. Same with this one. And then our shrines, we can kind of retreat back a bit. I want them to sort of come out and face me a bit more here. Ooh, Haywire. That's unfortunate. Can't remember exactly what that does to me, but we'll double check and make sure so we know the effect here. Let's just check what it does. This unit is malfunctioning and erratic. Each time it uses an ability, it must resist a 12 attack or become stunned. Wow, okay, so that's really unfortunate. Thankfully, the other one resisted it, so... can step up here and there we go. We can basically just kill off the Deathbringer, which frees us up a little more. And then we can blast the Banshee for some big damage. We resisted it, thank goodness. And that's going to then allow us to just get the kill like this. Perfect. And then we can use our other units here to move in and start engaging what we have left. And of course, I didn't realize that this Griffin Rider had already used up some of his movement. That was kind of my mistake. So let's maybe step up and do a pistol shot. I want these reanimators to use up their heal, which is why I did that. Okay, and then we'll try and kill the carrion bird. Not quite, but we at least put some hurt on him. Okay, there we go. He's using up his heal. Ooh, some cadavers are going to pester me now. Nothing we can't handle, however. Okay, let's blast this. There we go. And then we can blast the carrion bird as well. Get the kill. Another resist. That's great. And then I think what we'll do is we'll basically just try and kill off the animators here. There we go. That's one. Oh, and... yeah, we should kill off these little pesky cadavers here. Perfect. Excellent. Now we've just got the infantry to deal with. And they're gonna make life a little bit more difficult for us there with some damage, but we can just do that. All right, fantastic. So ONS cleared out that tomb for us, which is great because that's going to give us, yeah, some items here. I think we'll just sell this for the gold. We already have a lot of melee weapons for our heroes. She's now at level 7, which means we can get convert. So that's what we're going to do. And then I think we will also grab healing. Yeah, that's pretty solid. And then I think next time we'll grab Holy Champions, perhaps. Next level up. Okay, and now she can start moving down, and we can try and reclaim this city, which is quite well guarded. Now, as for these machine units, what would be a good course of action for them? Probably just kind of follow along with the movement of my troops kind of up this way. Sort of along the northern border of the map there. Arendal, we're not going to accept that. That's one we've been putting off most of the game, actually. Sassistan, we now have a unit to just guard the city, which is good. We were kind of lamenting that these spiders are going to be problematic for us here, in that they're threatening Sassistan. So I actually was going to send these knights up to reinforce kind of what I have going on up north, but I may actually keep them here one more turn, so I think I'll do that. Meanwhile, these units captured this city, which is great for us. Now the question is, where do I go from here with this stack? And I think the answer is going to be, we're going to just head north. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable leaving the city unguarded, actually. And we'll just... Ooh, and look at that. We got some treasure there. Yeah, we're just going to kind of start heading north. And I think we could even, I guess, go over here in this kind of unexplored area and start trying to clear out some structures. Maybe for some extra resources or something like that. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. We'll turn around and come on back. Okay, Bittercrest has produced a cannon. Now, I think this is where we're actually going to start sending troops maybe over this way. Because we've already got quite a few troops up north. And I think it might actually be a little bit wise to kind of shore up our defenses over in the Shadow Realm here a little bit. So we can send this engineer over as well. We're starting to build up a little bit of a force here, so we can send our golem, perhaps our musketeer, and our engineer all over there as well. So we're kind of moving a different group of units over, but that's good. We've kind of got a mix of units there. We have some additional machines here that we're moving in to reinforce kind of what we had going on. This stack, we were going to head through into the Shadow Realm. I think that's still what we're going to try to do. But now, let's jump to the Shadow Realm, and we can figure out what to do with Pimpton and this stack of kind of machines, plus these Tier 1 pikemen who are just kind of there for the ride. Now, do we want to go in and siege the city of Chryslawn? I think the answer is probably going to be yes, but I would also like to find out what is to the right over here. Because I suspect there's something. Okay, or not. I thought maybe there'd be a city or something up here, but I guess not. So, okay, well, that makes it easier. So I guess what we'll do is we'll attack this city. It looks like there's probably another city over here somewhere. So we'll start moving down this way, attack this city, and just keep looking for the throne city of Quandria. So let's get ourselves in there. Okay, this is going to be a tough battle because we've got a Shadow Elf Necromancer hero, and then we've got one Shadow Stalker, and then 3 Succubus, not to mention an Archon Titan who's going to be a tough customer. But I think with our combination of units, we should be able to handle it without a ton of trouble. Not to mention we have Resurgence on all these units, so we can't forget about that. That's going to make things a touch easier for us. It's saying closely matched, but I suspect we're going to be fine. We do have to remember that the Storm Tower is there, and that's going to be pretty unfortunate for my machine units, of course, because my machine units are susceptible to lightning damage, to shock damage. So we will try this battle out. Not to mention, I wouldn't be surprised if Quandria starts hitting me with spells. Oh yeah, there it is. So she's got some of her sort of later game spells. So one of my units ran off. I think that was one of my pikemen, that's actually fine. No big deal. Okay, so let's start thinking about how we want to approach this battle. So I want to start blasting, that's for sure. I want my cannons involved here. Maybe we go after the hero a little bit. I would like to start also putting the hurt on the succubus. Let's see, can we blast the hero? We can. Just want to really start putting the hurt on him there. Perfect. And then we can get a nice, juicy reload on one of our cannons here. Reload the damaged cannon. And this one can step up as well. Do the exact same thing. Nice, and we got a actual full damage there because this wall is now completely destroyed. I wouldn't be surprised if they come out to actually face me. That would sort of be what I expect to happen. So now let's move our flyer over. Our flyer's going to get Bestow Iron Heart to prevent seduction attempts there, which are going to happen. The sad thing is that this Shaken, unfortunately, is going to make my units have lower morale, which I think is going to make them more susceptible, unfortunately, to some of the debuffs that are going to be coming their way. Okay, we'll make our charger over here just to kind of help guard a little bit. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if another mass panic is attempted to be used or something like that. The Naga can move up as well. I don't actually know if this hits in a burst or not. I don't think it does, but I guess we'll find out here shortly. Okay, thank goodness. Ouch. So the Necromancer hit me with a spell there. Yeah, going after my engineers, which is actually kind of smart on their part, because if they can kill my engineers, then I can't reload my cannons as well. So I think we'll just kill the hero. Perfect. And then what we'll do is we will drop a nice big reload on our other cannon here. And then what we're going to do, I think, is we're actually going to step up a little bit and try for one of these shots here. We can hit multiple units in one shot, so do that. This cannon here, I think we will kind of rotate over this way and continue to reload here, just so we're ready for the next round. And now the question is, do I want to start pushing my units in, or do I want to kind of hang back? Kind of torn on this one. I think maybe I'll bring my Serpent and my Flyer over and kind of have them try to go over here. And then I'll have my Sun Guard and my Slither, along with the support from the Adventurer, kind of move up the gut a little bit. And then I think I'll Touch of Faith the Serpent, because the Serpent's going to be going in behind the wall, almost certainly. That's going to about do it for this turn, I think. Okay, a little bit of Storm Tower action, nothing we couldn't handle. Ooh, okay, so there was a Dispel that was used on my Flyer. Ooh, and one of my units was blinded there. That's kind of annoying. So the Dispel was used on my Flyer, and it no longer has the Bestow Iron Heart, unfortunately, so we're going to have to make do without it. Send the Feathered Serpent in like this. Oh, nice kill there. That was great. Again, the Flyer is going to be susceptible, unfortunately, to some nasty effects there. Now, we could throw on an Instant Wrath or something like that. That might be kind of nice. Again, the Feathered Serpent has quite high resistance thanks to the buff that I put on there with Touched by Faith. So I don't have to worry too much about that one being converted, I think. At least I hope. These cannons both need a reload. This cannon has been reloaded. Let's see, can we maybe get up and do that same shot that we already sort of did? No. Kind of unfortunate there. I was hoping to do another blast kind of on these ones along that same line of the wall I had already damaged. So I think we will just keep kind of shooting like that. This cannon here we're going to move over. Drop a reload. And then this cannon we can actually step over. Manually reload. And that's going to allow us then another opportunity to do this. Okay, that's what I was after. Okay, so now for the Flyer. Do I want to get in there? I'm thinking if I do that, I'm going to probably get seduced. So I think I'm going to actually keep the Flyer kind of back. Maybe I'll step up just a touch. Then the Slither can kind of move up. Sun Guard can move up. The Adventurer is blinded, unfortunately, so not so useful at the moment. Pimpton, we're going to keep at a nice kind of healthy distance here. We don't need him getting... you know what? We'll even step our Sun Guard back. Drop a heal. And then move the Sun Guard up a touch. A little bit of Storm Tower action. That call forth darkness is pretty nasty. Oh, nice. Okay, we resisted the seduction attempts. That's fantastic. It's going to make things easier for us, that's for sure. All right, now we have this Boar Rider who's coming out to face us. Thankfully, yeah, we're going to have 2 cannon shots to take him on, which is good. Now we also have, of course, the Shadowstalker and the Titan that we have to deal with. I think we can just 1v1 the Succubus and probably get the kill here, or at least be very close. So let's try that, perhaps. Actually, you know what? Maybe we... Yeah, let's try it. We'll have to get good rolls. We may not actually get the kill, but let's try it. Yeah, no, not quite. I was sort of hoping we would, but that's all right. You know what we'll do is we'll send Pimpton over, and we'll do a little pistol shot to get the kill. All right, so now the Feathered Serpent can step in and start helping out. So we can actually step in and do some work on the Succubus, or we could actually... No, our pikemen are going to just obliterate the Succubus here. Yeah, that's fantastic. And then I think our Adventurer, we might just use him as a attack siphon here, just to use up some of the Shadowstalker's attacks. So let's do that. Oh, they got frozen. That's not good. The Slither, I think we'll just park in defense. Now, as for our cannon, let's see now. What would probably be the most productive use of the cannon? Shadowstalker has projectile resistance, which is not so good, and physical protection, so that's kind of mitigating a lot of the damage that can be done there. So I think we'll just back up, blast the Boar Rider for some big damage. We'll move our cannons back kind of in the same way. Our engineers will follow suit. And then I think we will reload one of our cannons. Do a nice big blast there. Turn this cannon around and reload him. And you know what? We could almost get the kill with our charger. Not quite. We could, however, flank the Shadowstalker with our charger, but I think maybe what we'll do is we'll just keep our charger with our cannons, just so we have a little bit of extra protection. And then the Feathered Serpent might actually be good to get down in there. You know what? Maybe I'll just move the Feathered Serpent over like this and have it kind of be waiting in reserve there a little bit. Okay, nice. They used up their attacks on my Adventurer, which is perfect. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Now, as for the Boar Rider, we'll just... He's in defense mode. That's unfortunate. I was going to say we could just move in with our charger and pretty much get the kill. Oh, we do have units in a row, though. This is really good. So now let's step up kind of like this. Oh, yeah, look at this. We can do a nice big blast here. 1, 2, 3. Damn, that's amazing. And then our engineer can step up, do the exact reload here. Very nice. And then we're going to do the exact same thing. Boom. Oh, that's great. This Titan took a ton of damage, and the Shadowstalker was also beat up pretty good by that attack. I think we can survive this, so we'll use our charger as a bit of a sacrifice here to take on the Boar Rider. Yeah, there we go. He did his job well. And then this cannon can step on over. Reload. Alright, so now, let's see. Can we perhaps eliminate some of these units? And I think the answer is going to be yes. So there's some big damage on the Titan. We can move Pimpton over. I don't think we can convert the Titan because... I suppose... Oh, yeah, he's mind control immunity. Yeah, I was going to say, I imagine he's probably got something to prevent that. A lot of Tier 4 units do, just to try to prevent kind of stealing them like that, but of course that doesn't stop me when I'm playing Necromancer. That's my favorite way to get units, is via Ghoul Curse, or via, when I'm fighting Undead, to use Greater Reanimate Undead, as you've witnessed if you've watched any of my Necromancer series. We'll move Pimpton in and... Nice, and we got the kill. That's amazing. Okay. Now it's just a free-for-all on this Shadow Stalker, so we're going to flank him like this. And then we can... You know what? We'll rotate like this. Flank like this. Flank some more. Nice, okay. So that Shadow Stalker is basically done for now. Alright, so and I think, yeah, we do have a heal back, which is really good. So now let's figure out who do we want to heal. Our Slither can regenerate, so we're not too concerned about that. We'll heal the Flyer, I think. There we go. And then the only other units that can do anything would be nice to get some additional experience for our Engineer. So maybe we come over and try for a Flashbang there. It's not going to really change anything, but a little extra experience for them, I suppose. Our Naga Slither... We can do a heal with our Feathered Serpent as well, so maybe let's heal up our Sun Guard. And then we can use our Slither to slip away. There we go. And then we can probably just get the finish with our Sun Guard. I think that would probably be the easiest. Yeah, let's just do that. Perfect. Alright, so we took the city. No real problems there. I mean, we didn't lose anybody, which was kind of cool as well. Even my Draconian Chargers there, one of them ran off before the battle even really began. But yeah, so now we effectively have control of the city, and we got some items here as well. You know what? I think I'm going to move my hero. I'm going to move Pimpton onto that stack just so that we can take a peek at what we've acquired. All right, there we go. So we've captured the city. We're going to absorb it. And now it looks like Quandria has something over here. So I'm hoping this is her throne over here. We'll have to see. It's not looking... I mean, it's pretty large, so maybe. But let's see. We'll move this stack down a ways here. We'll move Pimpton over just to double-check what the items are. Okay, so we have some headgear. We have a shield that's kind of not that great. A mount, which I think some of my heroes are actually missing currently. These pants I'm going to sell because they give blight weakness. Really need that. Black Wand, that I will keep with Pimpton. Some versatility in his ranged attacks. And the headgear items. So now let's double check our heroes. Retromoria could use some better headgear, that's for sure. So maybe we send that to her. Don't think we have any advanced headgear coming to her at the moment, so... No, so we could also send her... Ooh, actually, Leo doesn't have any headgear, so yeah, let's just send it to Leo straight up. That's good. I like that. We'll send that to Leo. He'll look very, very pretty with his tiara there. So Leo will get the tiara. Now, is anyone missing a mount? That's the next question. Awaness does not have a mount, although she's pretty much loaded up on items coming her way. Are any of these trinkets? I think so. So we won't be able to send her the mount just yet. Everyone else is pretty much loaded up with a mount. So I guess we'll just keep this with Pimpton, and I'll have to kind of make a mental note here to send that over to her, and then we'll sell off the shield. Yeah, we'll send this mount over to Awaness once we get a chance. Might be a while till it gets there, but that's okay. Another option would be we send it to a hero who's closer to Awaness. And then, actually, hang on. Does Glendil have a mount? I don't know if I looked at Glendil. I also maybe should have looked for a shield for Glendil. Okay, yeah, he does have a mount. That's good. And we'll actually equip that so when it gets there, he can just wear it. All right, perfect. So now we'll jump back over to Pimpton here. And we're going to just keep pressing on Quandria here to see if we can keep the pressure on her effectively. So, yeah, we'll just head over here with Pimpton and his stack. Basically like this. Like that. Yeah, and I'm hoping that this is her throne over here. I suppose one thing we could do is actually do another spy drone here, which wouldn't be such a bad idea. And what we'll do is we'll send the spy drone up this way to get an idea of what we're facing. There it is. That's her throne. That's kind of what I was expecting. So, yeah, we're bringing the fight, and there's Quandria herself. Well, yeah. Target acquired. We are moving in. We are going to try and bring the hurt. So next turn, we can actually siege her throne. with this army, although we might need some backup because, quite frankly, I don't know if we have enough, I don't know if we have enough to actually siege the city with what we currently have. But that's fantastic. So we'll actually move the spy drone perhaps back just a touch, just so that we can maybe use that spy drone in the battle if he doesn't get killed off. Now, with Galendil's stack here, I think it would probably be best to start harassing Zorn a little bit. We can actually maybe even group them up with this stack if we can have them kind of meet up somehow. So, okay, here's Galendil. Again, we have to be very careful because we know Zorn is quite powerful. So, let's send in a good stack of units here. Got some big melee units. We've got our shaman there to assist. And you know what? I think maybe we'll just send the other Griffin Rider in as well. And of course, now we want to start pumping units out of this city, which is basically built to just produce units. Let's see here. Do we have any structures that would benefit some of our produced units? Not really. I'm just looking around to see if there's any... Yeah, there's nothing that's going to give our units sort of an edge. So we could do these in 2 turns, or we could have some units in 1. I'm going to make a High Elf Stormbow. They're a tier 2 archer unit. Pretty solid. And I can get them at silver metal, which is great. So we'll produce one of those. And then Galendil, I think we will start just kind of inching our way closer. We have to be careful because I know, again, that he's extremely powerful. And I don't really want to poke the bear any more than I sort of have to. Basically, I mean, I don't want to agitate him and then have him come back and just, you know, swoop in and kill off Galendil's stack. I already lost one of my surrendered heroes. I don't want to lose another. We've already kind of done our work over there. So let's do some production, and then we'll clean up any units that still need to move. Yeah, we're just going to tell this city to just keep doing merchandise underground. Racklin here, I think it will be time for perhaps another flame tank. Bittercress. Okay. I mean, we could make some items, but I think we'll just keep making units. Let's go with a flame tank here. Asyut. Let's do maybe another golem. Beb Jun. Let's do a flame tank. That'll add in with this stack. You know what? We maybe can clear out this Castle of the Lich King if we get a chance. Over to Fahas now. Fahas can make engineers and musketeers. I think we'll make an engineer in Fahas. Nurm, on the other hand, can start cranking out these knights, so we're going to just keep that going. We'll send this knight up. There we go. And then, yeah, same thing. We're just going to keep making knights. And make them in a single turn, which is amazing. Thasistan. We can't make knights, unfortunately, but we can make priests. And I do kind of like priests because they can heal. So, over to Sight Vale. I think in Sight Vale we'll sell some more stuff. Just because it's a little bit kind of out of the way. I'm not as keen on making units there. Now, in this particular city, in Fairfields here, what do I want to do? I think maybe we'll just see, can we... Yeah, we can sell some stuff. So let's just sell some stuff, perhaps. Actually, you know what? Maybe we make one unit just to sit on the city while we'll make a jester. And then we'll start selling more stuff. Make a Stormbow up here. Alright, so now Welby has movement. And of course, we're going to just send him into the water because we want him heading over to the Shadow Realm over there, I think. Alternatively, I suppose we could start trying to clear out some structures, but I think we'll just send him into the water. Now, Retromoria and Leo here. We have the opportunity with them to do some work. And we had Zorn's stuff over here. I'm guessing that Zorn maybe has a city kind of up in this unexplored area up here. Although we won't know for sure. Yeah, it's kind of a hard decision because I don't want them just sitting here on this Archon dwelling. I want them out and about and doing some work. But we need some extra units in these stacks. They're really not, like, they're powerful, but they're not obscenely powerful. And they're going to have trouble if they do come up against Zorn's kind of Doom stacks or proto-Doom stacks that he's got going. So, Yeah. I think we'll be able to siege Quandria with what we have. I mean, again, I may be getting a little overconfident, but I think with the combination of machine units and with the Divine Justicars that we have, I think we'll be able to actually take on Quandria, although we'll have to see. So for these units, perhaps we start maybe moving. Oh, geez, you know, again, this is where maybe, you know what, another spy drone is going to actually be the ticket here. So let's send the spy drone up this way. Okay, there's that stack. Oh, and it looks like they actually fought that Forbidden Sanctum, and they've taken some damage. So, you know what? Now might be a time to actually go and fight them, now that these two are actually wounded. Could even bring the spy drone in for the fun here. Yeah, it's going to be a tough battle, though, that's for sure. I mean, look, we've got just super powerful units. We don't have any cannons or anything like that to make our life easier. That said, we could use some spells if we need. I think we're going to do it. Again, I might regret this decision. But, yeah, we're going to do it. Okay, now let's engage this battle. Saying very likely victory, but I'm not quite so convinced. Okay. Oh, Mass Curse. Ouch. A little bit unpleasant. So we're probably going to lose a few units in this battle, I would guess. But we're going to try to minimize the losses. Maximize the amount of damage we can do here. Jump over and hit these units with a little bit of damage there. Just start moving our assassin in. Spider Queen can move in as well. Now with Leo, I think we're probably just going to be using our spells here to try and get maximum effect out of them. So I think what we'll do is we will retreat our Storm Priests back and basically just lightning sprite it up. With the exception of potentially this one, who I think what we'll do is we will actually go Static Shield, and I will also put on, I was going to say maybe a Phoenix Warrior or a Last Stand or Alliance Courage, and then I can use this Raptor to kind of get in there and try and tank some damage. I don't think it's really going to make much of a difference, though, so let's put on Lions, or Last Stand just to have pikemen there, basically. And, yeah, it's really not going to help me all that much, to be honest. But at least that will kind of help me a little bit. And then the spy drone, we're going to use as a suicide bomber, I think, here. Retromoria, on the other hand, we got to basically get her out of there because she's going to be in tough. And we might lose her in this battle, which would kind of be a shame, but not entirely unexpected, I guess. Unfortunately, I think she's going to come under attack there, but you know what? Maybe we just guard mode. All right, now our Brew Brother here, we're going to just rotate. And our Fairy, kind of same idea. All right, now, I think that's going to do it. We might have to use a spell here from Welby. Yeah, so there goes our... Ooh, our Blight Elemental taking a pounding. Might have to throw a Resurgence on him just so we don't lose him. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll retreat Leo back. We'll throw on Phoenix Warrior because he's basically going to go down at this point. Alright, so Retromoria is fine. That's the good news. Bad news is we're in some trouble here. Let's try for a web here. Nice, and we got it. Okay, now our Blight Elemental can beat the crap out of this one. Very nice. And then you know what? We can do an Assassin Strike on this one. Big, big damage there. And, so now, let's see. Do we want to maybe just attack the Griffin Rider and then hit him with some cleavers? Kind of like that idea. Let's do it. There we go. And then cleaver time. Nice. And then I think we can probably just get a finish here with Lightning Sprite. Perfect. Okay. So now we've got this Manticore Rider up here. I'm going to do a little spy drone action, I think. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of explosive death. Doing some extra damage. Also taking up some of his movement, which I think is good. Meanwhile, the Warbreed here... kind of want to maybe suck up some of the Warbreed's movement, so let's do a bit of that here. Yeah, there we go. Little bit less movement capability. Now, unfortunately, the Warbreed does have regrowth, which is going to be a little bit problematic for us. But we can do some big, big damage there. Ooh, really nice, actually. And you know what? If we step up here, we might actually be able to get the kill with the combo of our units, and I think we can. Yeah, no problem here. We can get the kill. Fantastic. All right. So now it's time for the Buttercup Fairy to do something, and I think we might be able to... Oh, yes. Nice. Okay, so now it's just this Manticore Rider left. Okay, we're actually in really good shape here. Ha! Nice, they wasted their attack on my Lightning Sprite. That's hilarious. Alright, so now we just have to kind of figure out how we want to approach these Manticore Riders who are in desperate need of killing. Boy. I think we're going to Lightning Sprite a bit here. So let's use this Lightning Sprite to minimize the movement potential, perhaps, of this Manticore Rider. So we'll actually jump in like this, do a flank, take a hit and not even die. That's amazing. Now we can use our Raptor to maybe just do some shooting. That would probably be fairly wise. Unfortunately, these High Elves Manticore Riders are fairly resistant to my Storm Priest's attacks. So maybe what we do instead is we actually just retreat back and Lightning Sprite. And Lightning Sprite. Meanwhile, Retromoria... let's see, so we still have some movement capability there. So yeah, some of our units are going to get hit here, that's for sure. Do a little bit of work there. And then, if I did lose this Raptor, that really wouldn't be the end of the world. Do some additional work there. The Dread Spider Queen can just move over to kind of assist, as can the Assassin. Now, the Light Elemental can step up here and put some work in. Of course, if I do this, I'm going to kill off my... I think I'm going to kill off my Lightning Sprite, perhaps. And I'll damage the Raptor as well, so I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I think what I'll do instead is I'll just apply a weaken here. There we go. Buttercup Fairy can, again, continue to move over. Do a little bit of damage. Retromoria here. I think we'll just do... I don't want her going down or anything like that, so we'll keep her kind of out of the highest danger zone. We'll at least throw a harpoon in there. As for Leo, he's kind of done his work with his spell casting, so... You know what, though? Maybe I will do a Phoenix Warrior just on a unit that might die. So maybe the Raptor. Just to hedge my bets there. Let's see if they go after the Raptor. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I did that, so that saved me the Raptor. Although he might have dispelled that. I'm not actually sure. I didn't notice if that actually landed or not. Okay, let's see. Can we kill the Manticore Rider? Nice, we can. Okay. Now we're in excellent shape. So, let's maybe do a little bit of healing here before we end the battle. So we'll heal up our Blight Elemental. And Retromoria can drop a heal on somebody if need be. You know what? Let's just heal up our Blight Elemental. Okay, and then you know what? Let's try for a web. Nice, we got it. Okay, this will actually allow us to drag out the battle for an extra turn or two if we want here. Yeah, we can just kind of move our guys over. Now, the Storm Priest here can farm a little bit of experience, and then you know what? We can farm some more potentially here. There we go. Light Elemental. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Nourishing Meal from my Brew Brother here, I think, to heal up somebody else who needs a little bit more health. The spider is fine. So I guess we'll just heal up the Light Elemental some more. Yeah, there we go. And then Retromoria, I think we can probably, if not get the kill, we can do some work with her. Oh my god, we could web again. I think we'll just get the kill, though. Let's just kind of finish this up. There we go. And then Leo can step in and get the finish. Perfect. All right, so that takes care of that battle. And I mean, unfortunate that we lost this highly leveled up Storm Priest, but I mean, when you think that that's all that it cost us, along with, of course, the spy drone, and we were able to take out this six powerful units, I mean, that's pretty good. So now the question is, though, where is Zorn? Where is his, like, throne? I'm guessing it's either somewhere on the surface, like over here in the corner, or it's underground, because I know orcs can occasionally, I think, spawn underground, if I'm not mistaken, as their default. So that's probably the most likely spots where he would be. So let's kind of just group this stack up. We'll keep them together, and we'll just park them right where they are. This little guy here was doing some scouting for us. Underground here. Let's see. Can we find anything cool up here? Oh, there's a path that keeps going. Maybe... Oh, yeah, there's a cave entrance up there. That's kind of good. Keep moving over this way. Cartographer's tent. More income with our little miner here. Whoops, I misclicked there and missed some potential income. That's okay. Alright, so now it's just some of our kind of leftover units here. And we have this builder who's done his job down there. Now, where's the next place for our builder to go? Boy, just looking around here and seeing if there's anything. I think maybe we'll just kind of head over this way. See what we can find over there. Of course, this builder is on his way to assist as well. We'll move these machines in to just keep moving. This guy's going to just chill. Our little goblin rabble was moving over just to guard our city for us. Galendil, I think we'll just keep him where he is. Retromoria, same story. And then now, mana fuel cells. We could look and see. We've gained so many new cities that I'm sure a few of them would benefit from mana fuel cells. So, Fairfields, for example. Sassistan definitely could. Yeah, we've got actually a number of cities that could benefit from that. So let's start doing that. So mana fuel cells here. I'm gonna kind of do a little bit of Oprah here, where you get a mana fuel cell and you get a mana fuel cell. Just kind of across the board here. Yep. Alright, I think that's most of our acquired cities. Again, these ones are still being brought into the fold, so... Yeah, I think that's pretty good, actually. Oh, here, Valak, I guess, could use one. Okay, I think that's going to end our turn, so we will start summoning another spy drone, because that's actually been super helpful for us. And then I think that's going to do it. So there's our turn. So pretty productive, I think. We dealt Zorn a blow, kind of our first real battle with him that, you know, had consequences like that. Let's see now, what else can we do? Regarding Quandria, we're just going to basically go hard for her throne city. That's going to be kind of our main objective here. We want to basically put her down as quickly and as decisively as possible so that we can focus all of our remaining effort on Zorn. Because again, I think Zorn's going to be quite a challenge for us. All right, so pretty good opportunity here to maybe do some extra healing with Holly, so let's do that. Just some pesky undead that need to be taken care of. So as I said, good opportunity to drop some big heals, so we will do that. We're just going to let them come to us. Alright, so again, just healing up our units as much as I can. You know what? Well, we could even retreat back and let them just keep coming to us. Give me more time for my heals to regenerate. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to keep running back. It's actually good that they did a little bit of damage to me. That'll just keep the battle going a touch longer. And you know what? We can do a touch of faith there. That's, yeah, going to just give us an opportunity for the healing to come back with Holly. Taking minuscule amounts of damage, nothing we can't handle. You know what? Let's even... yeah, there. So there's the heals come back. That's great. So now we'll go over and heal this ogre who needs it. And then we can send our musketeers up. Do a bit of work there. That's great. Shock troopers can just guard our musketeers a little bit. Go in like this. Nice. This ogre can beat the crap out of that reanimator there. So yeah, that was a good opportunity for us to get some health back, which is great. And let's see, yeah, I don't think we're going to have enough to continue the healing train, but that's alright. Get a level up with our musketeers from that reload, though. That's good. A little bit more experience with Holly. Just like that, that battle is taken care of. Ooh, and look at this. Okay, so, yeah, that's the danger of moving through their territory like that, is we are coming under attack from some of these dragons. So we'll have to try out this battle, and hopefully we can manage it. There's a part of me that's tempted to use a spell or two in this one, but I don't want to waste my casting points because I think I'm going to need them for the Siege of Quandria's area. So I think perhaps what we will do instead is kind of retreat back here and start healing up our golem a little bit. Yeah, and this engineer... Of course, they have that frost breath, which is going to be nasty. Now, I think our machines are... Yeah, they're not weak or protected against frost, so I suppose that's kind of a good thing. I want them to come at me, especially the dragon. That's the thing I'm the most afraid of, obviously. Okay, so what kind of damage can I do with my flame blast? That's the big question. Again, we really have to deal with the dragon. I think we're actually going to retreat back a bit further. Just to try to give us a little bit more time to kind of... Okay, there. We got hit by the... Now he's not in guard mode, so now we can start doing work. So, okay, so let's see. Obstructed, so we'll move up. Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. Big damage there. Our golem is going to be straight up a sacrificial unit. Yeah, emergency repair, we've already used it. We can't use it again. Can we blunderbuss them? Ooh, we can. That's pretty good. Nice. And then you know what? We can step up our hatchling. Nice fire damage there. We can throw our temple guard in here like this. Kind of do some aggressive parking. This engineer can do the exact same thing with the blunderbuss shot, actually, which I think would be pretty good for us. Yeah, there we go. And then let's, maybe, well, you know what? We could use one spell here. We could use, well, Fireball would be really good. Let's do that. And then we can get the kill with our golem. Perfect. Okay, now this battle's a little bit more manageable. Might still, lose a unit or two, but... Nice, okay, and they killed the engineer that didn't have the gold medal, so I'm less upset about that. Very nice. And then let's do Flame Blast here. Let's move our Temple Guard out of the way temporarily, maybe. I think that should be good. Yeah, there it is. Perfect, okay. And now it's just this wyvern who needs to die. You know what? I think I will actually retreat my engineer back just so that he doesn't get killed. I'll let him beat up on my golem a little bit. Yeah, the golem was going to survive. That's why I wasn't as upset about that. And then we can do some nice flank shots here with our pikemen. And then we can step up and get the kill, perhaps, with... Actually, let's get the kill with our golem. There we go. Okay, nice. So we killed off some of those dragons. That gives us an opportunity now to keep the stack moving or to try and actually reclaim the dwelling. The only problem is the dragon in here is a... Ooh, and Quandria has surrendered. Okay, well, that saves us the trouble. The thing I was going to say is that this is a fire dragon in here, so our flame tank isn't going to be nearly as effective. So I think what we'll do is we will just keep moving so that we can see what we can find kind of up here. And here's a battle we could do, actually, to... Oh, and there's some Quandria stuff. So let's accept that. My empire is crumbling. Our cause is hopeless. I offer you my throne and my fealty. I will gladly accept that, Quandria. Fantastic. Okay, that is amazing. I'm very, very happy about that. We've gotten a little bit better here at governing humans, so let's just see. Human cavalry earn extra experience, or harbors in human cities generate additional income and production, or population. I think we will do the human cavalry earn extra experience. Here we go. Domain invasion at Sassistan. That was just these pesky spider units there. We've had lots of items arrive, so let's go through those. Okay, we had this ruby ring of heat deflection. I think what we'll actually maybe do is get rid of the lucky. I mean, I do like lucky. I mean, I don't like fighting against it, but it's not a bad item for a hero. But I think getting rid of this fire weakness would be really, really good. And I want to keep the 40% spear protection there, so I think we will just do this. And then we can actually send this off to maybe another hero who doesn't have a jewel item, like Quandria, for example, who we just acquired. So, yeah, let's do that. We'll send this to Quandria. Very nice. So, let's check out some of these other items that have arrived. We had a ring arrive for Awa Ness, which is great. We've also had a lot of other things arrive for her. We can sell off some of these because a lot of these are kind of redundant items. I think that's good for kind of what we needed to sell off. And then let's double check here what else has arrived. Okay, we've had a quiver arrive, which is a shield item for War Master. That's pretty solid. Anything else? We had the blowpipe arrive for Holly, so now she's got a lot of different options when it comes to ranged attacks. Some headgear for Awanes, which she's now wearing. That's great. Some boots, which she is also wearing. A little bit of extra defense. Not so bad. Scythe, which she's got equipped. The lightning rod, the bow, and the harpoon. Okay, good. So that takes care of all the items that have arrived. Let's go check out Quandria and her throne city here. Ooh, and look at this. We acquired a couple of Shadow Stalkers and a Succubus and a Bard. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, and look at this. We have a full stack with Quandria. Shadow Stalker plus 3 Shadow Elf Umbral Weaver Charioteers. Ooh, that is very nice. Yeah, I think at this point we are in excellent, excellent shape. Sell off that fishing pole. We really don't need that. She has some decent items, actually. Now, let's see about her level up. So, she is a rogue hero. I think I'll grab Charm. Might as well grab Counter Poison, I guess. Let's see, what else could we take for our squad here? All units in the hero's army gain +1 melee strength. Sure. Let's see. Dirty Half Dozen, Devout Slayer. I mean, we're really not going to be fighting any Devout units at this point, but let's take it anyway. Infiltration Squad. All of them gain wall climbing. Sure, why not? Poison Knowledge. That's a good one. Extra poison, extra blight damage from our units. That's pretty good. Stronger than steel. All units in the hero's army gain armor piercing. That's going to come in handy against some of these potentially well-armored warlord units. And yeah, she's only got 6 left, so let's maybe do additional casting points. There we go. Okay, so that takes care of leveling up Quandria. And boy, oh boy, that frees us up now because we don't really have to commit. There's another city up here, another metropolis. So that frees up these units now. We don't have to commit them over to fighting Quandria. We can actually take Pimpton and this machine stack, redirect them back over to basically hunting down Zorn. So, you know what? I think I might just end the episode here because this is a really good point where we've basically eliminated Quandria. And let's just zoom out. So yeah, there you go. Now we've got a much better grip on the Shadow Realm. And things are looking pretty good for us at this stage in the game. Again, we really just have the one opponent left. We're going to have to do a little bit more scouting. So, you know what? I could do that even before the episode is over here. So we already know we've got a city right there belonging to Zorn. But I'm guessing his throne is either, you know, somewhere up here. Well, I don't know. Yeah, these are independent. So he might actually be underground. So we may have to do some exploration underground. Yeah, these cities are not independent. So he's probably got his throne somewhere underground. So we may actually have to go do some hunting down there. But yeah, I think we'll actually just end it right here. That's perfect. All right. So we will save the game here as episode 32. All right, so at this point, we are 5 opponents down and 1 opponent left to go, and that is Zorn, the Orc Warlord. So, you know, at this point, I think we've really got it, not in the bag necessarily, but we're pretty much in as good a shape as we possibly can be, and we're just going to try to bring our overwhelming force down to hunting down Zorn, whether he's underground or wherever his throne is. So, as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.